The very first time I saw Dreamcatcher, they seemed to me like very dark, like they had dark energy. I don't know how to explain it. And sometimes it felt like they were from my dreams or something. So today I want to watch, maybe like a guide to Dreamcatcher or just something about them that is not a TikTok edit compilation, right? Before I do that though, now it's time for you to like, subscribe, and be in the comments with your recommendations. Now with your recommendations, guys, please keep it to between 6 minutes to at most 11 minutes. Let the video you want me to react to be at least at most 11 minutes, because I have a very hard time uploading content that are more than 15 minutes altogether. So my intro and the outro plus the 11-minute video should not be more than 15 minutes. That's the only way. I've got videos I've been uploading for like 3 days now, it's still not uploaded yet, even as I'm shooting this. So please keep it at most 11 minutes video. Thank you. With that being said, and without further ado, let's go.
They didn't follow the light. They followed the nightmare.
What the heck? I'm traumatized already.
Whispers from the void named them Dreamcatcher. Before Dreamcatcher became one of the most unique and respected girl groups in K-pop, they were known by a different name, Minx. Formed under Happy Face Entertainment, Minx debuted in 2014 with a bright, bubbly concept. Songs like Love Shake had a typical Q-pop sound, filled with cheerful visuals and high-energy performances. But it just didn't click. The group didn't stand out among the crowd of similar girl groups debuting around that time. With limited promotions and little attention from the media or the public, Minx quickly faded into the background. But rather than calling it quits, their company did something almost unheard of. They rebranded the group entirely. In 2017, Minx was reborn as Dreamcatcher. 2 new members were added, Handong and Gayeon, and with them came a completely different concept. Gone were the cheerful vibes. Instead, Dreamcatcher debuted with Chase Me, a horror-themed music video paired with a dark rock-heavy sound. It was intense, theatrical, and creepy, the total opposite of their previous image. The industry didn't know what to make of them at first, but this time people noticed. Dreamcatcher's bold new direction made them impossible to ignore. Their aesthetic felt more like a K-drama thriller than a standard idol MV. The haunted hotel setting, the mysterious antagonist, the eerie lighting, it all felt fresh. It wasn't a guaranteed hit, but it set them apart immediately.
Definitely.
They weren't trying to be like anyone else, and that was the point. Dreamcatcher had found a concept that actually matched their energy, their vocal strengths, and their presence as performers. It wasn't just a new name, it was a new identity, and this time, it worked. After Chase Me, Dreamcatcher didn't just stick to a unique sound, they built an entire universe. Their Nightmare series became the backbone of their early years.
What the heck?
Songs like Good Night, Fly High, and You and I continued the storyline, diving deeper into psychological horror, fantasy, and mystery. Their MVs felt like short films, full of symbolism, hidden clues, and evolving narrative. Good Night picked up right where Chase Me left off, expanding the eerie hotel setting and introducing more supernatural elements. The members are portrayed as ghostly figures trapped between realms, and the antagonist begins to resemble a paranormal investigator chasing them through this twisted dreamscape. The song itself hits hard with fast-paced drums and urgent guitars, heightening the sense of pursuit and tension. Then came Fly High, which served almost like a prequel. The MV moved to a mysterious boarding school, offering more backstory to the members' transformation. It introduced new visual motifs, like butterflies, spiders, and ritual circles, all hinting at forbidden magic and corrupted innocence. The track still had that rock bass, but mixed in a more melancholic, melodic structure, as if showing the calm before the chaos. You and I took the lore to a whole new level. It's darker, grander, and more cinematic.
I rebuke you guys!
The video is filled with mirrors, spells, and flickering lights, and the storyline becomes more fragmented and symbolic, like a nightmare you can't wake up from.
I rebuke
the choreography
you!
also started to match the themes more closely, blending elegance with tension. Musically, it brought in orchestral and choral elements, making everything feel bigger and more dramatic. Each comeback added more to the lore, and fans were drawn into decoding it all. The theories, the timelines, the symbols. It was like a puzzle unfolding across albums. Dreamcatcher released more than just songs. They were unfolding a story that grew with every comeback. Musically, they carved out a niche. Rock elements dominated their sound. Pounding drums, electric guitar riffs, and orchestral layers. And each member brought their own style, making every performance dynamic. Most girl groups shifted concepts every comeback. Cute, then girl crush, then retro. But Dreamcatcher stuck with theirs. They doubled down on their dark, elegant image. That kind of consistency is rare in K-pop, and it built them a dedicated global fan base.
I have never seen anything like this.
Didn't just support the music, they supported the vision. But even with all this, success didn't come easily. While they started gaining serious international traction, selling out shows in Europe and Latin America, Korea didn't embrace them in the same way. They weren't getting music show wins. They weren't high on domestic charts. But they kept going. They toured. They dropped mini-albums. They held fan meetings. They built their name piece by piece, not through hype, but through consistency.
Yeah,
by the time 2020
as well.
Dreamcatcher had already proven they were in it for the long haul, but now they started evolving. Not by changing their identity, but by expanding their sound. They knew their core was in the rock genre, but they weren't afraid to experiment and integrate new elements to stay fresh and relevant in a fast-evolving K-pop landscape. Scream was their first real leap into a more electronic-driven sound, blending EDM elements with their signature rock backbone. The song's pulsating beats and dark atmosphere were a departure from their previous tracks, but it still kept that intense, haunting vibe that Dreamcatcher had built their identity on. The song wasn't just about the music, it was about the themes of chaos and inner turmoil. The aggressive drops in the track mirrored the tension in the lyrics, reflecting the struggles of fighting to maintain your integrity in a world that's constantly pulling you in different directions. Then came Boca in 2020, a bold fusion of trap beats and rock. The song took a direct aim at the toxic culture of online hate, a topic that resonated deeply with their global audience. The hard-hitting beat and aggressive tone mirrored the raw emotion of dealing with constant criticism and the darker side of the internet. Lyrically, Boca wasn't just a typical K-pop song, it was a call to action, challenging the suffocating pressure of negativity and the damage it does. The visuals were sharp and edgy, matching the song's fierce energy. Dreamcatcher's rap line, especially Dami, brought even more intensity to the track, adding layers of complexity and emotion. Next, Odd Eye introduced an even more futuristic sound. The track incorporated synths and electronic elements, blending them seamlessly with the rock roots. The lyrics explored distorted truths, how perception can be manipulated, and how the truth is often obscured by filters, both literally and figuratively. The music video featured an unsettling futuristic world where nothing was quite as it seemed. It was eerie, visually captivating, and full of symbolism. With these tracks, Dreamcatcher wasn't just experimenting with new sounds, they were giving voice to important societal issues. The depth of the lyrics showed their growth as artists. They were no longer just telling stories, they were creating commentary on the world around them. And then came Maze 2022, a hauntingly beautiful yet powerful anthem about climate change. Wrapped in gothic pop, the song took on a somber, emotional tone.
They're so unique. You would never see anything like this in a K-pop.
Humanity's ignorance toward environmental destruction. The song hit differently, as it wasn't just another song about love or loss. It was a global issue that affected everyone. The imagery in the video, paired with the emotional intensity of the song, was a stark contrast to the glamorized, fantasy-driven concepts common in K-pop. This wasn't a fantasy, this was reality. And finally, Maison marked a milestone in their career. It was the song that earned them their first ever music show win.
Wow.
After years of grinding, touring, and staying true to their unique sound, Dreamcatcher stood on stage, teary-eyed, holding the trophy they had fought so hard for. They had stayed true to their roots, and it was paying off. This victory wasn't due to viral challenges or TikTok trends. It came from the long, steady process of hard work, consistency, and staying true to their vision. It was the ultimate payoff for every risk they had taken and every unconventional move they had made. Dreamcatcher today isn't chasing the same finish line as other groups. They built something different. Their concerts pull in fans from all over the world. Their albums are rich in concept and continuity. Their fandom, Insomnia, is deeply involved, decoding theories, supporting comebacks, and staying loyal through every era. They've also found ways to subtly evolve without losing what makes them unique. Songs like Vision and Bon Voyage continue the trend of balancing heavy themes with cinematic visuals. They've also expanded their presence in Japan and other international markets, understanding where their biggest support comes from. Their story also resonates on a personal level. They weren't the chosen group. They didn't come from a big four company. Their first debut failed, but they got back up, reinvented themselves, and kept going, even when it would have been easier to give up. A lot of fans connect with that feeling of being overlooked, of having to carve out your own place. That emotional connection is part of what makes their fan base so loyal. And while they're not constantly trending in Korea, their name carries weight. Among industry peers, they're respected. Among fans, they're admired.
And they're very good dancers as well. I see them dance and I know that they're good dancers
style
too.
No one else dared to touch. They're a reminder that success in K-pop isn't one size fits all. Sometimes the long game matters more. Sometimes being different isn't a weakness, it's your legacy. Dreamcatcher dared to be bold. Will you?
Right from the first time I saw Dreamcatcher, I knew I wanted to fuck with them. They are so good. Dancing, singing, concepts, everything I just saw, I definitely want to be in the fandom. What's our fandom name? Let me know. I want to join.